have joined us on Starting Up. It's been a big week for the field of e-commerce, and that's because valuations are going through the roof, whether it's Flipkart.com or Snapdeal. Well, they're cashing in. So we decided to pay a tribute to all this activity this week and replace super angels with a special. It's a trend that could well be the next buzzword. From group shopping to private sales, it's all happening here, and Davina Munro goes shopping for us and tells us what the fuss is all about.
Yes, Tanya, I'm at the diesel showroom surrounded by a collection that leaves me spoiled for choice. But what some of these shoppers here don't know is that they can get a few of these items at a much cheaper price online. It's premium, it's exclusive, and that's really what private sales is all about. No doubt that private sales has been given a boost by the interest that investors have shown in e-commerce, so maybe it's time for them to shine. July 28, 2011. Bessemer Ventures leads the second round of funding in group shopping platform Snapdeal at a whopping $40 million. This values the group shopping e-commerce platform at a whopping 1,000 crore rupees. Other development on the anvil is India's Amazon Flipkart, which is all set to raise $150 million from private equity firm General Atlantic Partners, thus valuing it at a whopping $1 billion. Revenues of both these sites stand out at about 100 crore rupees, which means that the ratio of their valuation to their revenues lies anywhere between 10 and 40x. Is this the arrival then of the big Indian e-commerce bubble?
I don't know what bubbles mean necessarily. A lot of people associate bubbles with overvaluation of companies. You know, valuations of companies are determined basis the potential in that business in the long run. There are a lot of companies that are getting funded. Some will execute better than the others, and the ones that will execute better will use the capital that they are raising currently to build strategic advantage in the market.
Yes, and cashing in on all the furore in the e-commerce world is a new band of sites referred to as private shopping clubs. What are they? Well, invite-only sites where exclusivity is key, both in terms of products and members. In most cases, their product line is extremely premium, so they provide discounts which are not available in the outside world. Also, most importantly, the inventory line is dynamic, which means the inventory changes quickly and inventory costs are low. The biggest international success story in the space has been US shopping club Guild.com. And Indian startups have learned quickly from global success stories like Guild and Russian site Koopy VIP. Leading the way here is Fashion and You, a private shopping club that has already garnered a 2 million customer base and is growing at a rate of 25 to 30% per month. While zeroing in upon the private sales model, Pearl and team saw that it had some key attributes which in their view was critical to its success.
The flash sale format of e-commerce is a booming e-commerce format across the globe right now, and that in India there is a key need for fashion industry to get more distribution platforms, and we felt that with an internet retail platform that could scale, we could bring both the brands and the consumers in front of each other in a much more powerful way than offline retail is able to do today.
Another startup seeking to do the same in India is 99labels.com, a company that has grown 6 times in revenue since their first year and have also raised $3.5 million from InfoEdge earlier this year. One big question startups in this space come up with is whether to stock inventory in their warehouses or to source them after an order has been purchased. Ishita decided to tackle this situation by using a two-pronged approach.
There are two models that we follow. One is that we finish the sale, which is a 3-day event, and we then get the stocks in from the brand. And the second model is when we have the inventory in our warehouse, so which means we bought the inventory upfront, hosted the sale, and then shipped it to our customers. So we follow both the low inventory as well as buying inventory model.
Another company that started out with a similar two-model strategy and later switched completely to a buying and storing inventory model is the privatesales.com, a startup that prides itself in its close connection with top luxury brands in Europe. They project a 50 crore revenue from this year alone, and with its current growth rate and the $5 million they successfully raised in May, they are confident of the industry's potential and the interest it will generate amongst investors.
In Europe and in US, private sales companies get a huge margin. That's why some VC which have not invest on private sales company in Europe and in US, they don't want to miss the investment opportunity inside a private sales company in Asia.
The private sales space in India presently has 6 players and is estimated at 150 crores, with Fashion and You clearly leading the pack, followed by 99labels.com and the privatesales.com. And so looking for their share in the pie, bookcities.com, a new entrant into the space earlier this year that decided to pave their own route, one that would cater solely to men, an audience that are known to have the purchasing power but not the purchasing skills. Cities has made good progress in its last 6 months, but it's countering logistics and delivery challenges today that is foremost on their minds.
See, the challenges that one could face at this point of time being logistics and fulfillment. Now, if the goods aren't delivered within a stipulated time frame, irrespective of where the flow lies, the effect of that is going to be on the goodwill of the company who is selling. The pain point would be your last mile connectivity and logistics.
With e-commerce currently worth $4 billion globally and expected to go to $14 billion by 2015, valuations are soaring high. So much so that group shopping sites like Snapdeal.com too are foraying into the private sales space. Even with all the private sales hoopla, not all VCs are convinced of the potential of the space. In their view, Indians aren't really that specific about seasonal fashion in the country.
There are not that many brands who want to provide large discounts regularly, and that is the problem. For example, I spoke to a brand about 6 months ago at private sales, and this brand said to me that I don't want to, at the end of my season, discount my brand significantly because in India, people are not tracking seasonality of fashion as they do in the US and other markets. And so I could take the same accessory and again put it in the shelves next season and still sell it. And it's not like in New York or Milan or Paris where next season it's passé.
Maintaining a high quality of inventory and ensuring a quick delivery time is foremost on the minds of most players in the space. Also, some of them would do well to up the glam quotient on their platform, potentially tie up with fashion houses, models and designers. After all, the market segment they are reaching out to is unlike other e-commerce players. And the sooner they realize that, the better their chances of succeeding in this already crowded market.
And all you Super Angels fans, be rest assured Super Angels will be back next week. In fact, we're entering the last lap, and remember, all of that is going to lead to the grand finale. So watch out. Let's take a quick breather then on the show. But coming up, Business Talk team takes traditional video conferencing to the next level.